Today we're doing best induction cooktops. I'm Steve, this is Fran. What do we do? Which brands now?
So let's just jump right into it. And we'll kind of like group together some of these families of brands a little bit. So let's go with the LG brands, which is really like SKS, Studio, LG brands there.
LG and SKS are two of the more powerful units you can buy, right? Two of the most powerful. Typically when you buy an induction cooktop, you get the power burn in the center or in the side, and then two bridge elements if you're buying a good induction. So you could griddle on each one. I like the LG Studio because it's fairly inexpensive and it gives you a 6,000 watt burner. Now to give you an idea of what that is, the regular induction burner up until say 2024 was 3,700. That's what they all had at its top. This is 6,000 and SKS is 7,000. Now the SKS is below $3,000, so it's fairly inexpensive for what it is. SKS is 7,000 watts. Give you an idea, it'll boil a gallon of water in exactly 3 minutes and 27 seconds. A really good cooktop. I like the SKS too because if you hit the red dot, it's kind of like a secret code. It'll tell you the percentage of metal in the actual burner. And that's 4,400 roughly.
Yeah.
Both of them are better than average for heating. I like the Studio because it's, it's fairly inexpensive for the power you're getting. And SKS has that additional 7,000 watt plus that
the ferrous metal
plus
check.
the ferrous metal detector, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that, especially where induction, as we all know, is not new, but for a lot of people it can be new, and then you kind of want to see how those pans work. So I love that feature there. Let's talk about BSH now.
What do you want to rate that?
Oh, sure. So on Studio, I would, or just LG as a whole, I'd say at least an A.
Say an A. Yeah, certainly.
All right, now let's go to the BSH family of brands, which is going to be Bosch, Thermador, and Gaggenau.
First thing you need to know is I think they're all made in the same place. They're all made in Spain, and they're super reliable. In terms of reliability, a Bosch branded cooktop has been the most reliable, and we've done 100,000 service calls in 5 years, and they've kind of dominated. There are other good cooktops to buy, but they're typically 2-3% service in the first year. Not that you get a lot of service on induction cooktops. You get more in ranges. With Bosch, it's kind of basic. You get the, on the benchmark, you get the flex unit and go back and forth.
Yeah, the heat shifts.
The Liberty, which has the heat shift. And then you get the Freedom with both the Thermador Freedom and the Gaggenau, where you can put it anywhere on the actual cooktop and it'll follow that pot. So if you put it over here, slide it over here, the burner turns on over here automatically.
Same settings, everything.
Really cool. It's still state-of-the-art 10 years later. However, you don't get a lot of power with these units, right? You know, the SKS is 7,000 watts on one element. I think the whole induction burner on the
like
Thermador is
yeah.
not a lot more than 4,000.
Exactly.
So you're not getting as much power, but induction is still going to be better than gas. But you're getting much more flexibility and a lot of reliability. I like these units too.
Yeah, I do too. And that's the big thing, like you said, it's really, the power's not necessarily there, but I always say too, like if you compare that power to kind of like a powerful BTU gas burner, you're still going to see just tremendous speed and flexibility and control with the induction. And they give you so much flexibility with even the heat shift or the complete freedom, all those, which is really nice there.
What do you think?
I go with an A with them.
Strong B or an A. That's fine.
All right, next, Fisher Paykel.
I like Fisher Paykel, get two 5,500 watt elements. I don't know, to me, the layout of having that power burner on the left-hand side, especially as a righty, and then the two, first of all, Fisher Paykel, somehow everything they make is better looking. I don't know whether it's that wafer-thin cooktop.
And the controls themselves are great
really
on
pretty.
that, yeah.
Beautiful unit, but it is 3,500 bucks. And, it does have two more power units. I like Fisher Paykel. What do you think?
I like Fisher Paykel a lot as a brand, and I think their controls are actually some of the easiest to use. And some people, where they're new kind of to induction, there is a lot of touch and on those control panels, and that can take a little getting used to. And I think Fisher Paykel really has one of the best controls out there, period. Just the response and how it works, I think they do a really nice job with that and easy to use.
What do you think?
I'd probably go with a B overall.
B strong A, especially if you're packaging it up with other Fisher Paykel stuff.
Next, let's go with Miele. And Miele kind of recently, last year, came out with some new induction cooktops as well.
Yeah, Miele needed new cooktops, and now they have a 7,300 watt element. I haven't seen much. It's more of more of the same. What's the price point on that?
So that one's about 38 to 4 grand right now.
So you get a decent price. You get the super high power burner. Miele's got usually is one of the most reliable brands you can buy. I like the brand. I admittedly, this is must have just came out.
Super powerful, really, like, and a little bit more powerful than even the SKS right now on that wattage. They did, because they've launched kind of with the 2 flex zones on both sides as well too, to give you that kind of more flexibility, and nothing earth-shattering there, really kind of bringing it up to what most other brands had offered, but it was something that they definitely needed. And where they really increased was the power in that center burner.
I like the brand a lot. I mean, you know, family owned, they make everything. Typically, Miele is one of the most reliable because they make everything in Gütersloh, Germany. And typically it wears better than everything else. So I would say strong B to A.
And then last one is going to be Wolf.
Wolf's got average burners. They got the LCD, kind of like they got really nice LCD controls, but you're going to get those in LG and SKS, right? Where you have it mounted inside. They do a really nice job with that. Controls. The power's okay.
The layout's a little different too versus really everybody else, where it's kind of that center burner there. They're kind of closer to a Fisher Paykel almost, where you have kind of the big burner by itself and then the other 4 kind of merged together there.
I love the company. Again, family owned, American made, really decent in terms of that. I'd give it a nod on that, because all the other products, Sub-Zero and their cooking is so much better. As a cooktop, this is a strong B, low A. I think other units have more power and more features.
Yeah, agreed.
But this brand always seems to make better stuff.
And I think
Is that it?
that's it.
Those are your best induction cooktops.
Did you agree with our rankings?
Probably not.
Let us know in the comments below. And if you like this video, click here to watch more. And thanks again for watching.